Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No. No, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
And it's cool to like write something, think it sucks for a while.
Next time you meet me in Gate City.
Oh, Cody Pope. I know Cody Pope.
Oh, I see the shirt. I see it.
Our friend is Cody and we not having a good day.
Smack dab in the middle of all that.
Beautifully said. And I love that you said when you have a microphone.
And we were able to do it.
It's about you showing up.
What is your favorite comment that contributes to you? Yo, what up, world? Thank you all for tuning in to Cody Central. Welcome back. Welcome home. Welcome for the first time. If it is your first time, every night here is just a little bit different, but we're going to have ourselves a wild night nevertheless. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Let's sit back and lock in. I'm your host, Cody Pope. This is my co-host, Danny Dimes.
What's up, everyone? As always, if you're tuned in from YouTube, thank you. And please make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment to let us know where you're watching from. And don't be afraid to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our uploads. And if you're watching for Facebook live stream, thank you as well. And please share this live stream to your page right now or share it with some friends. But either way, drop a comment, let us know where you're from as well.
Before we get things started, real quick, I just announced some new performance dates. I got more on the way, but right now, you can check me out March 22nd at the Cantab Lounge in Cambridge, Mass., March 29th at the Shaskeen in Manchester, New Hampshire, April 4th at Phoenix Rising in Northampton, Massachusetts, April 16th at Green Door Studio in Burlington, Vermont, April 23rd at Troop in Providence, Rhode Island, and April 20th. If you want to get tickets to shows, if you went, that's www.cody-pope.com. And while we wait for our special guest to pull up backstage, let me show you guys a little something real quick.
Then I stopped too late. How could I be so selfish? Do this. Lost on indistinct inventory of dead ends. I miss whom I can't memories of my dead friends. It's my soul on the record, like removing the mask. Brain connected, feel electric, intermeshing spacecrafts. I was cooking and building the system. It took a minute to win it, but now we built to kill them. Then I opened up and I looked again, saw the sound like it's the base of my friends. Lost some gems, I'm bound to lose some more. You got the prescription, you got me convincing. There's a lot you've been missing since I built this lot to do something. This got me crawling. Not perfect, not even close to alright. If you're with me, let me hear you say alright. I'm all my name, yo.
All right. I guess we're rocking this solo tonight. Nah, kidding. He'll be right back, I'm sure. I'm sure it's an internet connection issue. So no doubt he should be back here in just a moment. But until he gets back, let me remind everybody that this Friday, March 20th, Done Booking will be presenting at the Spot in Nashua, New Hampshire at 217 Main Street in Nashua, New Hampshire. And we'll be showcasing Mac making his debut performance. Also, Hope the rapper. And tonight's guest, Subtex. It's going to be at the Spot in Nashua, New Hampshire. And this is a little something.
Nashua, New Hampshire's newest entertainment lounge is a non-alcoholic arts and community space with weekly events including comedy, live podcasts, music, karaoke, and more. Get delicious mocktails, coffee, kava, and more. Now partnered with Neighbors, the historic Joanne's Kitchen, you can order from the late-night menu for some of the Joanne's classics. Visit today to be part of something special for one and for all. The Spot, 217 Main Street, Nashua, New Hampshire.
And that's the Spot in Nashua, New Hampshire that this week, or this Friday, we'll be featuring.
I drank sake, cash sake with me. Weed lace look like Rocky hit me. Bills pissy, crispy. She a hippie gypsy. Straight to the turnpike, first flight, shed skin. Alien tongues with Australian rubs was a.
But distractions with lights make me feel like a star. If I spend it today, then no hope for tomorrow.
Been in it since I was a kid, and I just got done running from something that I want to admit by the way that I kiss you.
And like I said, that'll be this Friday. It's going to be a good time. Definitely stop on through. If you pre-purchase them, they're going to be $5. If you wait till you're at the door, it's going to be $10. So definitely get your tickets early. So that way you can be with us this Friday. Cody will be down there hosting it. I will be down there shooting photography and video for it. So definitely make your way through and come hang out with us for sure.
Yo, can you hear me?
Got you, bro.
Dude, my fucking internet crashed at the house.
I figured. That's what I told everybody. But we were rocking it until you got back. I told you you'd be back.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Whenever we do an episode with Subtex, I always run into internet issues. This is what happened the last time we fucking did this podcast. But I'm on my phone, so we're going to make this happen.
That works. That works. We're good. We make it happen, dude. That's what we do. We roll the punches and we make it through, bro.
Straight up. I can't see anything. I'm on a phone, so man, I can't see the chat. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Man, it's a hell of a life right now. I got kicked out for a little bit because of the internet shit, but I'm sure I saw Danny was talking to you guys about the show Friday. So hopefully I'm not repeating anything he said, but this is a really special show. This is our first done booking event since Hellhound for the holidays. It's my first done booking event that's not like a Cody Pope show. We're just really focusing on the event coordination part of this and trying to kind of reinvigorate the Gate City hip hop thing that we had going, the community, the feeling, the atmosphere. So we're hoping we can really bring that back. It's a $5 pre-sale. So if you want to come and support us, you can jump on that pre-sale ticket for just $5. Even if you show up that night, only $10. This is a really dope one. We have one of the artists, the headliner from the show, is going to be joining us in just a little bit. I'm really excited to have him on board. So for those who aren't in the know, our guest tonight, Subtex, is he's based out of Vermont, but early on in like I'd say the late 2000s, going into the 10s, he was part of a group from New Hampshire called Gray Sky Appeal. Gray Sky Appeal was very prevalent in the early New Hampshire hip hop scene, when you had Trap Jaw, when you had Granite State, when you had all of these different things buzzing around at that time, Gray Sky Appeal was a big part of that as well. And when I first started rapping, one of the big highlights that was really cool for me was they invited me to a Halloween party that they were throwing every year at the time. And it had like me, I think Seth on Gray was there. I think Granite State played, Gray Sky Appeal, Def Rock was there, which if you guys know, Def Rock is another like New England legend. He is based in New Hampshire. He was from Lowell. This guy literally opened for Run DMC. Like that's how legendary he is. So to be able to rock, to have this like New Hampshire, New England hip hop lineage thing, and to get involved in that early on was really cool. And it feels cool to like pay it forward to be in a position where I can put on shows for the people that were putting on for the culture for so long. And that's really what we're excited about. If this one goes well and people come out and we have a good time and, you know, we don't lose our ass on it and whatnot, you know, I think it's definitely something that we would like to figure out how to do for other artists that have that kind of, that mean that much to us.
It's going to be a great time, no doubt about it. Like I said, we're going to have Mac on, and that's going to be his debut performance. We're also going to have Hope the Rapper. So it's going to be a great time. Like I told everybody, you're going to be there hosting. I'm going to be there doing photo and, you know, photography and video. So it's going to be a great time. Everybody come out, hang out, see us. And like I said, it's going to be at the spot. We're there every Wednesday. So it's going to be a great time, great show, great event. No doubt about it.
For sure. I'm excited. Oh, I can see the comments. Hey man, shout out to my dear brother Robert from London Street Films. Shout out to Gate City Mac, who, as we just mentioned, is going to be making his debut this week. Big shout out to everybody that supporting the movement. This Hellhound thing is it's been some trial by fire, man. You know, yeah, we've been through a lot in this Hellhound thing, and
hey, just rolling the punches, man. That's what we're doing. We roll the punches, we make it happen, we keep moving forward.
Straight up.
You know.
So yeah, our guest for tonight is on a bit of limited timetable. So basically, as soon as we see him pop in, he's coming in remotely. So basically, as soon as we see him pop in, if we like shift course and just jump to that, it's because he only has a small window to talk with us tonight. So
I know he just jumped in the green room, so let's go ahead and you know, you actually gave him already a great intro.
I can't.
Let's not forget that he's got the recently released King's Karma out now on Man Bites Dog Records. And could you go ahead and, you know, please welcome to the program, Subtex. Welcome to the show, my man.
What's good? How are you?
Doing great, man. Thank you for making some time to join us, dude. This is awesome.
Man. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's funny, dude. The last time we tried to do this, I ran the internet as well.
No, this feels much better.
So I know you got limited time, so I want to jump. I tried to give the people a little bit of a rundown as to what we were getting into here. And I know we got to kind of go through some of your earlier stuff the last time we talked. So let's talk about King's Karma. I know that this is something that you spent a lot of time putting together. A lot of really cool like release parallels with it and marketing and stuff like that. I know that obviously Rico like played a big part in pulling that together too. So what was kind of the inspiration for the new album, and how has that kind of impacted your life since it came out?
That's a good question. Well, Rico and I started making music together like 4 years ago, maybe. We made a few songs. So we had some going, and then we put it together, and we had the King's Karma record, which was actually done in like 2023. But we presented it to Man Bites Dog, and they picked up on it, but they wanted to expand it and add more songs and more videos and sort of like make a much bigger project out of it. So Rico and I had like everything. It was ready to go. We had a cover and a few concepts, and once sort of it got expanded to Man Bites Dog, they really like the artist development alone was priceless for me. So like at that point, the inspiration sort of like it sort of took off in a different direction because we had a whole new concept for the record, and we had other people involved with the record, and we had a layout involved. So I think the real inspiration came from the point when Man Bites Dog said we want it, but we want to expand on it. So that's when Rico and I sort of kicked it up a gear and sort of like, you know, there were three minds working at that point, and the inspiration really started rolling off the group effort there. So yeah, and it just evolved from that point, and it sort of like all fell into place where it needed to fall. So yeah, there were multiple layers of inspiration, I think, with King's Karma.
So obviously, having like been in the game for some time, you've released stuff independently, you've released stuff in groups, you've released stuff solo. What was so a lot of the stuff you've done recently has kind of been independent besides this record, if I kind of pick up on that for the most part. What was different about working with Man Bites Dog versus kind of some of your other recent releases?
Having more people involved that weren't rappers or producers, and just having like a springboard for ideas, and they weren't met with any like confrontation or anything like that. So we all sort of naturally agreed on the process. So I really appreciated that, in having like more more people in the, I guess, the creative pot, but not everyone trying to write a verse, or not everyone trying to make a beat, or, you know, we had those elements already. So to have someone to sort of give us extra guidance, but to still have the freedom to sort of do almost whatever we want, where we weren't tied to anything. So I enjoyed that. It's tough to say like the real difference, because when I have my hands on like a full project, I'm able to go in any direction I want with it. But there was something I really appreciated about this project that I'd never really experienced before, in having just more creative guidance, and it clicked. And that was the important piece, is that it clicked. If it didn't click, it wouldn't have been a good experience, but we all enjoyed it. It was all like a learning experience, and just kept like evolving into different things. So yeah, the difference is obviously less people involved, but I appreciated and I liked and I learned a lot from the process of Man Bites Dog and King's Karma.
I think that's dope. When I first like saw you guys announce it, I thought that it was a really cool collaboration, or a really like fitting partnership, because I consider you a like seasoned artist, you know, somebody who has more of like a veteran status than a lot of rappers kind of making the rounds right now. But I think what happens as we get better, or not better, but as we get more refined in making our art and like doing our craft, the world around us of how we consume the stuff changes so much. So to have people that is kind of their sole focus and study, I think really like a great kind of pairing of like they seem to deal with artists that are of a similar ilk, where it's like you don't got to worry about the art, we just got to worry about how we're presenting it to the people, and that's where you bring in that like team of qualifiers, and it's been exciting to see the rollout for that.
Thanks, man.
You got a lot of shows that you've been cooking up since the release back in like, what was it, late December, right?
It was December, yeah, late December.
How's the live show been since the release of the new album? Has your set like evolved at all? Is it primarily this album? What's kind of changed in that realm?
Yeah. Rico and I have only played the one show together up in Burlington, so matching Rico and I's schedule is tricky sometimes. But to answer your question, yeah, the last set we played was basically 99% all King's Karma stuff, and a lot of those songs I hadn't even done live yet. But it was really well. It really went over well. It's like just a good chemistry involved with Rico and I. And the funny thing is, that was only the second time I'd ever met Rico. I met him like 3 minutes at a show one time, and we could barely hear each other talking.
Right.
So up to that point, it was just really like, talking online and stuff like that. So just meeting Rico in person like that night, it felt like we had known each other a whole long time, just because we've been working together for so long. So things really felt good that night. And a lot of those new songs, like I've heard and done so many times, just not live. So it went really well, like with the new stuff. And I'm still able to just intertwine new stuff with old stuff. And yeah, it felt good.
So was it kind of when you guys were putting the album together, was it a thing where he like cooked up the beats and then you picked them, or were you guys like cooking things up kind of like back and forth? How did all of the how did like the foundation of it all kind of come together for you?
I think, yeah, good question. Yeah, the foundation was like a couple tracks that we had done already, just with no direction. We just had them. And then once we were like, hey, let's make this into a bigger project, I think Rico maybe gave me like 30 beats to choose from, and we narrowed it down to 16, I think it is. So yeah, no, he cooks up a lot of beats, and then we sort of shift through them and pick what we think will work best.
Damn, that's awesome. So we're obviously excited to have you coming out to old Gate City, Nashua this Friday, March 20th. This is the first time that I think you've been out this way in maybe 3 years or so.
Like that, yeah. I had a great time last time, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, that was wild too. That was like a wild time in my life back then too, because I had like taken a few years off and then came back, put out an album, and then tried to do a show at that place, and enough people were like, yo, just keep doing this. And then it turned into a residency that we did for a couple of years until the venue closed. And so it's been like a wild ride, but I think it's going to be really cool for people to come and see you, because we don't have a huge hip hop scene here. Like when you go to Manchester, right? Like you obviously have Rap Night at the Shaskeen, and that's kind of like the standard. And then you have the kind of like sub rap culture things that happen at like other bars and shit like that, or like a pay to play thing or whatever, and other kinds of music. And we're a little more limited here musically. Like there's not a lot of people like propping up hip hop as frequently. It's more of a special thing. So like to bring people in who have like a really cool history of like this whole region, and like understanding how many people have come and gone, and to still be here and shit, I think is a really special thing to present. What kind of like a inspiration or like a sonic vibe do you feel like people should expect for your set?
Yeah, that's a good question. just high energy, authentic hip hop where everyone's involved. Like it's not just me, it's everyone. Like just for example, I feed off the last show we had with Rico. Like I do my thing, but there was a guy in the audience who had more energy than anyone I'd ever seen. So what he brought to it was immaculate. And like we also honestly we fed off this one dude's energy. So just having that involved as everyone, like I really love that. So yeah, just a good time, man. High energy, authentic hip hop music is what I will bring.
Man, I love that. That's awesome. What are some of the things that you're hoping to kind of gather and put together this year? You know, riding off the back of the recent release. I'm sure you got some other stuff cooking up. I thought I saw you announce as well.
We put that's a good question too, because in the meantime, while I had been working on King's Karma, it was a good year of like dedication to that record. But I was also working on other stuff that I had no idea really when would come out. So we might have touched on this last time, but maybe not. I do have a record with Satwichi's Ears from London, and that's on Gold on the Mixer label. So I put out stuff with them too. And that record's really, really wild. Like it's got Brother Tomos SOS on there. He's like affiliated with Griselda now. And it's Lord Sco from New York. And there's a few others on there. But yeah, we got that ready. And then I got a record with Ill Informed as well that's been sitting around for like 2 years waiting on the art. I got Steve Bissett, who's like one of the creators of the Swamp Thing. He's doing the art for this record called Love Me to Hell. So we have that. These are all LPs.
Damn.
And then Rico and I already started King's Karma 2 because it's a trilogy all through Man Bites Dog. So there'll be another one of those. So like, yeah, I just got a bunch of like 30, 40 something beats from Rico, and I got to narrow those down to like 9 will be King's Karma 2. So yeah, there's a lot, man. So I'm just sort of trying to balance it all out and put stuff out when it feels right.
That makes sense. That's exciting though. It's like it's got to be liberating to have so much stuff in the vault and to just kind of like figure out the right time
I can't hear you.
You say you can't hear me? Am I still here?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Sorry. I think I have my hand on the microphone. But yeah, it's exciting to have like all of that stuff in the vault kind of like ready to go, and you can just kind of launch those darts where you feel them.
Yeah, very much.
I got to ask about King's Karma. What was the inspiration behind the hot sauce?
Good question.
Oh, I think we lost him. That wasn't me this time.
That would be correct. No, actually, that was not you. You are correct. That was definitely not you, my man. This is too wild because, like you said, the last time you had him on,
literally, dude, it's like a technological fucking like Skynet is like coming for us or something.
Terminator reference. I love it.
Real. Just like strike me down. Well, we knew on limited time, so I guess we'll see if he pops back or not. But either way, make sure you guys come out this Friday, March 20th, at the Spot in Nashua, New Hampshire. We're gonna have Subtex. Subtex is coming down from Vermont, and then we got Mac and Hope the Rapper from right here in Nashua, New Hampshire, that are going to be setting things off for him. It's going to be a really fun night, all ages. Bring the homies, the whole 9. I like Ryan said, Terminator vibes. Ooh, will you?
I got booted. I think I'm back though.
Oh hell yeah!
We got you. We got you.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not sure where it cut off, but I was saying, Taj from Gray Sky sort of aesthetically came up with a lot of the record, the cover and everything. So Taj picked the hot sauce flavor. So Taj had a lot of like behind the scenes input aesthetically for the record and the hot sauce.
Oh, that's dope. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of, do you have a plan for when King's Karma 2 is going to come, or are you guys going to kind of cook on that until it feels like it's time?
We're going to cook on it till it feels like it's time. There was like hypothetically in April, but we're going to let it sit a little bit longer cuz yeah. So by the end of the year, definitely this year, but not in the next couple months.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm sure
Yeah.
a lot of people are still finding out about King's Karma in general, so it's like
Yeah.
give it time to live with it, breathe it, eat it, the whole nine. I feel you.
Exactly. Yeah. I hate to do this to y'all, but I do have to get going.
No, I know you were on a time crunch, but thank you for jumping in here and kicking it with us for a bit. Appreciate you making time.
No, man, absolutely. I wish I could talk longer, but I'm super excited about Friday. So
hell yeah,
we'll definitely see you on Friday.
Let's throw it down then. Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah, man. We'll catch you soon.
Hell yeah.
Get ready for this March 20th, Subtex at the Spot, featuring Mac and Hope the Rapper. $5 pre-sale, $10 at the door, all ages. Bring your homies, bring your kids. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Gate City Hip Hop is back in full effect. Let's do this thing, man. Thank you. Go get that King's Karma record, available on all streaming platforms now and through Man Bites Dog Records.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Respect, guys. I'll see you Friday.
Hell yeah.
See you Friday, man.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
And speaking of Friday, this is a little trailer for Friday night. Check it out, everyone.
I drank sake, Kawasaki with me. Weed lace look like Rocky hit me. Pills pissy, crispy. She a hippie gypsy. Straight to the turnpike, first flight, shed skin. Alien tongues with Australian rugs was a.
But distractions with lights make me feel like a star. If I spend it today, then no hope for tomorrow.
Been in it since I was a kid, and I just got done running from something that I won't admit by the way that I kiss you.
Yo.
What's going on, man?
You hear me okay?
I got you, bro.
My internet finally came back after all that fucking time. I got my cell phone one in the cut though, just in case.
I got my producer hat on.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I feel like you guys got to admit in the chat that the show's been a little more fun with Danny on board. I wanted to. Oh,
hey man,
here
I
we
do
go.
try. I definitely do. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity.
Hell yeah, of course, man. Mac had a question I wanted to throw up. Hopefully, this wasn't just for Subtex because I feel bad answering on his behalf. But he said, "How do y'all deal with writer's block?" And I love this question. And the reason I love this question is because in my mind, the answer is so much easier than most people realize. And so what I tell people is, if you have writer's block, write about the struggle to write something meaningful. Just write about exactly what you're dealing with. A song about writer's block is going to kick your writer's block. Even if it's stupid, it's just going to get you to put bars onto paper or get rhymes onto paper, however you see it. And I think that, like, just using writing as an exercise where it's like, all right, I'm going to hold myself accountable to writing 16 bars a day. You know, like it's weird for rappers because you're usually working on a song, right? But I think that like there's an idea of just kind of holding yourself accountable to being like, I just need to prove that I can write. If it's nothing, I can throw it away. But it's better to have written something, tried, and it sucks than to just be spinning in circles that you don't have something to write. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. But if not, let me know and I'll try and break it down a little more. But when I saw that up in the thing, I thought that was really cool. So shout out to Matt.
I'm not necessarily a writer, so I don't get like writer's block, but I definitely get like creativity block, and it's like just forcing myself to do it, even though I don't want to, or I just don't feel like there's that creativity. So kind of like that. I really like that. I really like that answer. Like, just write about something. Like, they're even write about the writer's block. I found that funny.
That's it. Just write about nothing if that's what you have to do, just to fulfill the exercise of writing. You know, like, and like I said, I know it's tough for rappers to set a regimen because so much of music goes off of like inspiration and canvas and stuff like that. But I compare it to like, you know, maybe Robert, my brother from London Street Films, might understand this. When you're writing a script, right, you could know exactly what you want to have happen. You could know act 1, 2, and 3. You could know all the characters, but filling out the meat of what's happening to them in their story is like the toughest part. And so I think a lot of people will hold themselves to this idea of like, I'm going to write at least a page a day. You know, like there's a lot of writers who will give themselves that kind of minimum. Like, I'm going to write for 15 minutes a day, or I'm going to write X number of words a day. Ooh, I like what he said here. He said, PTA, that's Paul Thomas Anderson, famous film director, recently released One Battle After Another. You guys have probably heard of that. PTA spoke about writer's block. He puts two characters in a room and they just talk to another. Usually something will come of it. That is so smart. You know what I mean? Just have them, make them start talking to one another. What happened to our layout, Danny? Were you doing some magic?
Well, originally it was like that, but it was covering this corner.
Oh.
And I haven't messed with the layouts really yet. So I was kind of just checking them out to see if we could get your corner put up. It's covering all your QR codes at the moment.
Yeah. I feel that. It's the sacrifice we make, but hopefully you guys will think that our show is worth donating to someday. Yeah, it just happened today. Exactly. It happens to me where it's like I'll write like a crazy verse for a song, but then I'll get stuck on the chorus. So I'll just have two verses and this like mishmash chorus that I end up having to go back and rehash. But that's also attributed to me writing better songs, where when I first got into rapping, I was really hyper focused on bars and like rhymes and stuff like that. Now it's like I just want to make good songs that people want to listen to. And if I'm exhibiting some sort of rap skill, awesome. If not, so be it. I just realized I'm like at an angle.
I just add it to the night.
Literally throwing the towel in on this one. My phone shit the bed this weekend. My everything in my life is falling apart. It's okay.
Yeah, but you got the new phone and it came in handy today.
Seriously, straight up.
So, I mean, look at it this way. At least the phone crapped the bed before tonight.
True.
Because with the way tonight has been going, if you would have still had the same phone, it would have crapped probably out in the middle of this.
Max said, what do you think about Miles Davis Doo-Bop? I don't know if you're just asking about that, like that record specifically, or Miles Davis as a whole, but I absolutely love Miles Davis. And if I had a mobile camera, I would show you that there's literally a Miles Davis poster on my wall in my apartment, along with many a great Miles compact disc and vinyl recording. I wonder, do I have something? Oh, here we go. That was too easy. Boom.
No doubt. I was like, this is gonna happen with ease.
Yeah. Got
Something's
that double
be within.
And I'm the type too. I have this on CD and vinyl. Like I'll just repeat buy stuff just to have it. Ooh. And Robert hit me with a favorite Miles album. That's so hard to pick, right? Because I feel like Miles, kind of like Coltrane, they had a similar thing to like I compared a lot to David Bowie, where David Bowie had all of these different eras of who he was as an artist, and I feel like they did too, where it's like I could, like, you know, it would be easy of me to say like Kind of Blue is like a phenomenal standout record, but it's a certain time and place, just like Bitches Brew. If you would have asked me like years ago, I would have said Bitches Brew undoubtedly. That's why I have like multiple vinyl copies and CD copies. That was my favorite for a long time. But as I've gotten deeper into my jazz foray, it's really hard to have like even like Coltrane, right? Like, so Miles was definitely my first like favorite jazz artist, if you will, like my like personal introduction to, like, I grew up, my mom was really into jazz, which was cool, so that kind of like segued me into it, but she was into more like stuff that you would hear at like I don't know, I don't want to sound slanderous, because she is into cool music, but she's into that like Starbucks jazz more, if you know what I'm saying. Like just more like I'm out in a fucking lobby or a dentist office jazz or some shit.
Riding up an elevator.
So like Miles was one of those things that I like found for myself when I was really young. And that was, honestly, it was probably a Henry Rollins thing. A lot of my like excitement to dive deeper into jazz came from the fact of like how Henry Rollins spoke about jazz musicians so often. And so it was definitely Miles first, and so that always like holds the deepest place in my heart. But like in terms of like favorite to me personally, Coltrane has definitely like taken the next step above Miles for me when it comes to what I want to listen to more frequently. That was like a really long roundabout way to not answer your question. So obviously, as we mentioned, our guest was on limited time tonight, but we usually like to give you guys at least an hour show. So we're just hanging out and shooting the shit. And if you guys have questions, we're here to answer them. I will say, since there's a lot of friends and fam in the YouTube chat tonight, and I don't know, do we have some friends on Facebook as well? I think it's mostly we were kind of glitching out on Facebook at one point, because why wouldn't we be? So thank you to everybody that came over to YouTube. We're really trying to build that following up over there. And let me tell you, we're getting closer all the time. So I think I've mentioned to you guys a few times that we're trying to hit 500 subscribers on the YouTube channel. And right now we are at 237. So we're getting there. We could use all your help and support. If you haven't subscribed yet, we really appreciate that. That is one of the benchmarks that we need to get to hopefully one day monetize this little channel of ours. Yeah, I was going somewhere else before that, but I fucking lost my tangent. I will say though, we're cooking up a lot more stuff for you guys between the YouTube channel and Patreon channel. If you guys are there over on Patreon, you'll have noticed that in 2026 we really ramped up stuff that we were posting. Some of it was like reposting stuff that we missed the first time around, but we're trying to get more proactive over there. And now with Danny on board, it's a little easier to kind of follow through in the content side of shit. So one of the things that we're working on is doing like bonus episodes each week that are going to be exclusively on Patreon, because if we can get enough of you guys to support us over there on Patreon for even just $1 a month, right? If you guys can get over there for $1 a month and we get enough of you guys on board, we're going to be able to get better microphones. We're going to have an internet connection that doesn't shit out on us. We might even be able to go back to doing these in a studio someday. When we do Hellhound Film Club, our other podcast, we could plug in 4 mics at a time instead of passing around microphones like the soup kitchen or something. And literally for you guys, it's just $1 a month. And if we can build up the audience over on Patreon to support what we're doing, we are dedicated to treating that like a channel and giving you guys as much stuff over there as we possibly can. We're going to obviously still do everything on, our regular programming will be on YouTube and the Hellhound website and stuff. We don't want to like take access away, but for everybody that's willing to throw that $1 down every month, we're going to give you guys a lot of really extra cool stuff. Obviously you guys know, if you're involved already, every time we put out a music release on Hellhound, which there's been 15 of now, thankfully, patron members get to listen to that album anywhere from 14 to 30 days ahead of its actual like worldwide release date. So usually, like Giant Steps, for example, if you were on Patreon, you had access to Giant Steps in like the weeks before it came out to anybody else. So you could just have that on your Patreon app and be jamming the album while you're in your car or whatever. Like we did a podcast back in the day called Gates that was like radio show style podcast, and those episodes, if you can find them, they're only on Patreon. We've been on Patreon since 2018 trying to build that channel up as a way of doing art without losing the integrity and being as direct to consumer as possible. Like, I don't want you to have to like siphon through my social media accounts to see if I posted a thing. I don't want you to have to I don't want to make it difficult. I want it to be easy. Like every day that you're driving to work or that you're going to the gym or that you're sitting at your desk or whatever, you're editing photos or you're exercising or whatever it is that you're doing in your life, Cody Pope music and Hellhound music will be accessible everywhere. The podcasts that we do, we're trying to make them accessible everywhere, but they're at least free on YouTube right now. And like we said, Patreon just helps us grow this thing and to be more secure in what we're doing. I love that Ryan said Ryan was involved. And so he said, too bad we never finished that radio drama. Well, guess who has not stopped thinking about it since then and has some fun ideas of how to bring that back to life. I have not forgotten about that. So perhaps I will be in touch with you to throw some ideas your way. But I have a really cool idea of how to revive that. But basically what Ryan's talking about, for anybody that that doesn't know, so we started Hellhound in 2018, and that was around the same time that I sort of went on hiatus from music. I won't get into the whole thing, but I basically felt like I was not doing what I was trying to do in music. And so I thought pursuing some other creative endeavors and helping other people with their music would like make me feel like I was doing the right thing. And that was really the genesis of Hellhound, was use everything I've learned as Cody Pope to create a creative house where people can take their ideas and run. And I just have an infrastructure to support that. And one of the things that, you know, you guys listen to my music, you know that I love fucking Twilight Zone and sci-fi shit and film noir and all this kind of stuff. So a thing that I've really been obsessed with through the years is radio shows. And what I'm talking about specifically are like old radio story dramas, like War of the Worlds, The Shadow, you know, Twilight Zone radio program, all of this kind of stuff where they were just like voice actors doing shows over the radio telling old stories. And so long story short, I wrote an eight 30-minute episode series that had like 10 or 11 characters, and it's this like sort of dated like 50s sci-fi noir story that takes place in my hometown, and that's why we call it Gates, but it's also a play on words because of what ends up happening in the story. But it was just this totally crazy fictional thing. I wrote the whole thing, but I had no idea how to do I just knew I wanted to do podcasts and radio shows and stuff, but I had no idea what I was doing. So I used all of my experience from music. So I had like whole scripts, right? I think I actually found one recently that I had around somewhere. I was hoping it would be damn it. I really saw one like the other day and like threw it aside to look at it. But everybody that was there knows I basically had these like it was crazy, dog. So I wrote these scripts. They were 30-minute episodes, so they were about 30 pages per episode of all dialogue because it's a audio podcast. And then I would print the scripts for all of the voice actors, of which there was like 10 or 11 voice actors. And so we would do like group rehearsals and stuff, and it was awesome. But when I was going to record them, I was recording them one at a time. And so I would have the whole cast like at the studio, and one person would be in the vocal booth recording their lines, and the other actor would be like in the control room with me, like going back and forth. And it was super fun, and we had a blast doing it, but it was so time consuming, and so much of it was because I was trying to engineer it and I like had no fucking idea what I was doing. Dude, Ryan said, I wish I had one of those paper scripts still. I guarantee you that I have one here. I'm gonna find it before we got 7 minutes or 6 minutes before we leave. I'm gonna find it before the end of this episode. Digital just doesn't do it. I feel you, brother. Danny, give the people some juice while I look for this.
I'm surprised you don't have it like absolutely immediately right there.
Oh, you mean a fucking you're surprised I don't have an 8-year-old script at my disposal? Am I that psychotic?
No, not psychotic. Just like, it's like you think of something that's in that collection, you turn around, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's right there.
Am I that psychotic that all of the fucking cast had Hellhound branded binders that that came with the scripts in them?
That's what I'm saying. Look, you already found it.
Yeah. Dude, look at whoever this one, it's all color coded by episode. So let me show you guys this just so you know that we're not bullshitting here. This is how into this I was. So like I say was, but it still am. All right, I'm going to have to take these out to really do this justice. No, I don't want to do that. Oh my god.
Don't open up the trapper part. It's gonna end up everywhere. Yeah.
So it's kind of so
I think he even said he still had the voices.
So like we really did this whole show up episode by episode for 8 episodes. Right. Robert has the whole binder with him too. See, I'm not the only one. I got a bunch of binders. Whoever left their shit at the studio basically ended up with me. So I have a lot of actors binders. You know what's funny? Like, can you see the name on this one?
Nope. What? It's washed out, bro. Back it up, maybe. Yeah, can't catch it at all.
I know, that sucks.
Oh, keep going that direction. Nope, you almost had it. Robert, got it now.
What do you know? Full of scripts.
Pretty sure, actually. I think
it's got
this
his
is actually
notes
what
in
Robert
it, too.
said. Robert said here, I have them all, I believe.
So he must have somebody. I know. I wonder whose binder he had. There's probably a name on the side of it. These ones all have names on them.
Here you go. This is exactly what you need right here. You need them all donated back to you.
For real. But that I'm glad that we talked about that because I'm serious about like. Oh, he is Tay's. Shout out to Tay. Tay was a big part of the Hellhound publishing crew early on. She was going to be our done booking liaison and ended up getting a real adult career doing something more responsible than being a fucking booking agent. But shout out to Tay, shout out to Big Mike. I love them. Big Mike saved my life countless times, so love them. Yeah, dude. All right. Robert put me out here. He said, also has most of the agendas. So if you want to know how crazy I am as a human being, get excited to come work at Hellhound Publishing, because what I was doing was I would have the whole team show up every week, and I had a whole meeting agenda for them, and everybody had their department, and we would go through every week and go through the whole fucking agenda, and everybody had their shit that they would work on for the week. We had a podcast network director. We had a visual director. We had a fucking, what else do we have? Oh, podcast network had multiple pages. We had the booking liaison. Like, we were a fucking fully staffed team when Hellhound started. It was the coolest thing you would have ever seen. And, you know, life happens, I guess. But I'm still here.
You just proved my point. You just randomly brought up the agendas from 2019. You turned around and found them immediately.
Because they were in the same binders as the scripts. I had everything in folders and color coded. So I had one Hellhound binder that had
so the agendas was in the binder
the
you just found?
Huh?
The agendas were in the binders you just found?
Yep.
Okay.
Dude, and they're all fucking... Dude, there's a whole stack of them, bro. Look at this shit. And they're all numbered and dated.
That's funny.
So
That's
if you ever
wild.
need a guy to run your fucking company, hire me.
Oh, you're gonna go off and get a real career now?
Huh?
You're gonna go off and get a real career now?
I'm gonna have to. If you guys don't fucking subscribe to Patreon, I'm gonna have no choice but to fucking do something else.
That's pretty simple.
Everyone's like, "Oh, just do it because you love it. Do it because you love it." You know how much it costs to love something, people? It costs a lot, okay? I can't just record music on my iPhone and put it on SoundCloud and get the results I want. It doesn't fucking work that way.
Don't we wish, right?
Trust me, dude. As a fucking child of punk rock, I would love nothing more than to live in a fucking DIY universe where I could do everything myself and have an ecosystem where we don't have to spend money and blah. But it's like, even doing this fucking podcast costs us money every month. I love doing it. It's fantastic. But if we don't get enough support on it, at some point the show won't be here because I won't be able to afford to do it. So that's why it's important to care about the fucking art.
Oh,
Robert, we love you. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys go subscribe to London Street Films. He has a brand new short film out right now. It's called August After Hours on his channel. You can watch it. It's a beautiful film. Please go check it out. It's like 11 minutes, so it's not going to take a whole lot of your time. That's London Street Films on YouTube, August After Hours. Make sure you go support our brother. We're running low on time anyways here. This has been fun, though. Thank you guys so much. What a fucking throwback down memory lane.
I know.
If you guys want, I could boss you guys around for a little while, and we can make a podcast out of that if you want. I'll show you all the to-do lists that never got done.
Nah, let's not boss them around. Let's have them come out Wednesday night, bro, for the Hellhound Film Club that we do.
And come out Friday night for Done Booking Presents Subtex, Hope the Rapper, Mac. That's the thing I'm at. So yes, please come and support Hellhound Film Club if you like movies, if you like our podcast network. Having people there in the flesh to watch movies with us and to talk about them afterwards enhances the show, enhances the experience. It makes movie watching better. It's better to have your friends with you. So please come out to that. Absolutely. We're there every Wednesday. But most importantly right now, please, with all of my fucking heart, if you are free on Friday, March 20th, this Friday, we have a Gate City hip hop joint. Me and Danny are putting this thing together. It's all on Done Booking. It's not a Cody Pope show. I'm hosting it. I'm putting this thing together because we need more shows. The city needs more shows. The community needs more shows. And frankly, I'm not always crazy about the way shows are. So this is my way of putting a show on that I would hope somebody would put on for me. And it's about the performances, it's about the curation, but it's also about the atmosphere and the experience. And that's why we're doing it at the Spot. So please come out to that Friday night, doors at 7:00 at the Spot. Ryan asked us what time to show up on Wednesdays for, much love, Robert. What time to show up on Wednesdays for Hellhound Film Club? Wednesdays, you can show up at 7:00. The movie starts at 8:00 or when all the seats fill up, whatever comes first. So we always encourage people to show up at 7:00. You can grab a drink from the Spot. You can also order from the late night menu from Joanne's Kitchen. We have an exclusive late night menu that you order right at the bar at the Spot, and it gets delivered to your seat, courtesy of Chef Whitney and Joanne's Kitchen. So it's a really fun time. We, like I said, we get together, we grab some food and drinks, we screen a movie, we got the big projector screen, we play the movie for the audience, we got the huge house sound system to use, and then as soon as the movie's done, we record the podcast, and we're talking to all of you guys, along with whoever our panel is for the night, about why we loved this movie or what we loved and didn't love about it. It's become something I really look forward to. And obviously, you know, I don't have to go without saying that I'm like a movie nerd, a nerd about everything, basically. And to have an outlet to just talk about this shit with my friends is really cool. You know, I started Cody Central as a way to give other people a platform. You know, I wanted to use the community that I've been fortunate to cultivate and allow other people to share what they got going on with my audience. And you guys have been so gracious to every person that's come on this show. We've done 55 episodes of this show, and you guys have come out and shown love and just been awesome for every person that's come on this show. And bringing Hellhound Film Club back was really, for me, in a lot of ways, like, you know, what we do has been so cool because we've started to cultivate a really cool community there of people that are coming to watch movies, and talking about these movies with us and stuff has become like its own thing. But so much of that was just like, I just love talking about movies. If I just have even if we didn't have the mics on, I would just sit there and talk to you guys about movies every week, because I just think that they're that important and that like influential to the greater space that we live in. So yeah, I don't want to beat a dead idea, because we don't support animal cruelty on this program. So I don't want to beat a dead idea, but please, 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 with all my fucking heart, please come out this Friday. Done Booking presents Subtex, featuring Hope the Rapper and the debut of Mac. It's going to be his first show ever, and he's from Nashua. He's from our hometown. So come out and support. You got somebody's debuting on the hometown level, somebody that's been holding it down on the hometown level, and a regional OG who has been putting out extensive and super high quality body of work. This is a special show to have in the city, and the only way we can keep doing shit like this is if you guys show up and support. Bring a friend. It's all ages. And obviously, like Danny said, come out on Wednesdays.
Absolutely.
Spend your time with good people, doing cool things, and make the most of the time that you have. When it's all said and done, you want to look back and think about how much time you spent at home watching TV? No. Because even if you're with your loved ones, you guys could be out seeing the world. You don't know what's in your backyard, let alone the rest of the fucking planet.
Pretty simple, man. We're going to do what we do, and we're going to have a good time. And as a community, we can make this grow, build, and we can all have a great time and enjoy while we're doing it.
For real. I'm getting in my fucking feels today. Sorry, guys.
It's all good, brother. That's how it works. Being passionate about something is, it's okay. You can be passionate.
Dude, I know. It's like, people won't understand until I'm gone how much I've put into this shit. Like, it's unreal how much of my life this has encompassed. And
well, like you said earlier, you know how much love costs? It's your love for it.
A whole fucking lot. All right, guys. I think
this
that's
has been real, brother.
Yeah, it's been very real. Thank you guys for sticking around through all of the crazy fucking technical mishaps. I guess it wouldn't be a Subtex episode if we didn't have some crazy fucking bullshit technologically happen. I guess that'll be our new recurring theme. We'll make sure we get him back on before King's Karma 2, and maybe we'll do it over dial-up next time.
Maybe we'll use AOL next time.
Yeah. If anybody has a 30 hours of AOL CD that they got in the mail and can donate to our show. If you can't join us on Patreon, you can at least give us your AOL CDs.
No doubt, brother. That is great.
All right, but on the real, We love you guys. Good night, world. We'll see you all on Friday.
Cody Central is written and produced by Cody Pope for Hellhound Publishing. If you'd like to sponsor the program and have your brand, podcast, or service featured, learn more about that today at www.hellhoundpublishing.com/Cody-Central. Additional ways to support the program include purchasing music, joining our Patreon for exclusive content, or simply donating at any of the links available in the QR codes above.
I certainly feel sorry for you.